Right, this is a quick walk around video, and this is for a Honda CR-V 2-litre EX automatic. Car you can see here has got the very sought after aero pack on it, the dynamic kit as it's often referred to, plus the 19-inch alloys. Low mileage car, just 33,000 miles from new, and a very nice looking vehicle. So just go around the car for you. I'll go around the car at the front first. I apologise, it's a bit windy today. I'll try to do it in a sheltered area and take away as much of the wind disturbance as possible, but here we go. The front bumper, very clean indeed. Bonnet likewise, very clean, hardly a stone chip of any note on there. And then to come down the near side of the vehicle first, just squat down and it's pretty much mirror smooth, can't see any indentations in the panel work at all. Front wing very clean and tidy. Just worth pointing out very quickly, when we bought the car it had a very long MOT with a couple of advisories on 3 of the tyres and brake pads on the front. So 3 tyres, the 2 fronts and 1 rear have been changed. The other one had loads of tread left on it, and the brake pads have been changed. Near side front alloy here, generally good, just a little bit of curbing on the outside, which on the near side rear wheels is always where you're going to find them clobbered, unfortunately. But they're hardly clobbered, they've just got a slight abrasion on them. And rear near side alloy, again very good, just a couple of light marks on there. But it's a really fabulous looking car. It's a lovely stance. The rear spoiler forms part of this aero pack and just really makes the car look a very busy looking vehicle indeed, which is a good thing in my opinion. Going around the back of the car. And then outside the vehicle as the wind picks up, and again in the panel work can't see any indentations on the panels at all. Offside rear alloy, clean as a whistle, can't see anything on there at all. And the panel work down this side, again very clean indeed. There is and there always will be the odd mark on the car. I always recommend people see the vehicles. I do try and pick up as much as I possibly can, but there will be things I have missed, do bear that in mind. And then the final alloy there, again generally good, just a couple of odd minor marks on it. But overall, you know, for a car that's now 7 or 8 years old, albeit with very low mileage, it's in very nice condition. It's a very handsome looking beast indeed. Coming to the back now, as you can see there, you've got your full complement of equipment in the back of this particular car. Tonneau cover, rear shelf, middle shelf rather, is all there and intact. Obviously tonneau cover just pops it away. Middle shelf here, as I said on many of my previous videos, I've never actually found a great use for them. I find they get in the way personally, but they do just hinge up there if so wish for easy access. But I suppose they give you more security underneath from prying eyes. But as you'll notice, this section here is shaped exactly the same as the shaping up here, and that means that this one will just slot straight down onto the floor without taking any of your boot space away. But a simply huge boot in the car, which is extendable by pulling the rear seats forwards on runners if you so wish. So coming to the back of the car now, on the side rear door card, very good condition. See there, absolutely massive amount of rear legroom on these vehicles. They are quite amazing cars, and I've had loads of them. Leatherwork in the back here is in beautiful condition. Coming to the front now, driver's door card again, very nice indeed. The car's full sets of mats which are tailored to the car itself. Driver's seat again, very nice condition. You know, as you'd expect given such a low mileage of the vehicle. And then just come across the front passenger seat there. Pretty much looks as new in all honesty. And if we just look above our heads, obviously EX specs, you get this lovely big glass panoramic roof. Flick of a switch, you can close the blind back over, but to let a lot of natural light into the vehicle, just click the button and back she goes. So inside the car now, engine's running as it has been all the way through. Really good looking cars inside, lovely dashboard, beautifully made of course. EX specs, you get this lovely clear sat-nav system. If I pop the car into reverse, you get a lovely clear parking camera there as well. but all working exactly as it should. All the switch gear, fabulous order. It's very, very clean and tidy inside this car. And down the centre, even little stowage area has been kept really nice and clean. Heated seats, all working exactly as they should. Worth pointing out actually on these later EX spec ones, we'll pop that open there, hopefully you can see inside. There's actually a little USB port there, in which case you can actually plug it in, charge your phone and play any music through the stereo of the vehicle, so it'll pick up on the fact that it's there. Then come through to the main instrument binnacle. As you can see there, 33,735 miles, absolutely no warning lights on the vehicle at all, of course. And then steering wheel looks, feels like new in your hand. Auto lights and auto wipers, sorry. Top left we've got radio controls, top right cruise control, bottom left hands-free, bottom right information display. But as I said, all very, very, very nice indeed. Just quickly show you, we do have the original owner's manual pack and lock and wheel nut key here and present with the car, and that incorporates both car manual and navigation manual. Finally, just under the engine bay of the car, all in very, very nice condition under there. Really fabulous engines, and of course, if you don't already know, these are cam chain driven engines, so no cam belt services to worry about at all. What will follow this video will be a road test of this very car. Right then, this is a quick road test video, and this is for a Honda CR-V 2-litre EX automatic. Mileage on this particular car is 33,730 miles, and the registration number is KY60ZRX. The reason we do the road tests, as I say in all of them, very simple indeed. We want customers to see the cars in operation prior to come to see us. That way, if there's any issues with the vehicle, we can and we always do relay them back to you, as I've done on many of my previous videos. We realise people are sometimes spending many hours coming to see us, and we just feel it's right that if there's anything obvious on the car which you should be told about, you do get told about and you get to see the car in operation. So coming to the car itself, engine's just been serviced and was all in very fine order, but it's had new oil and filter done on the vehicle as well. Starts absolutely instantly, of course. Such a low mileage, you'd expect it to be good and as new, and that's exactly what it is. It sings its heart out when it revs, cleanly, smoothly, settles now to the legal limit. Checking the cruise control at the same time, but the engine, an absolute gem. It's a wonderful, wonderful unit. Very, very long lasting. They literally take hundreds of thousands of miles in their stride. Cam chain driven, so there's no cam belt services to worry about on them either. But it's a very, very nice unit indeed. Engine then feeds through into the automatic gearbox. It's a typical Honda box, very, very well done. Very high quality affair as well. They're incredibly reliable and long lasting. But having said that, you should still look out for, on road tests, the obvious stuff. Is it changing gears smoothly, swiftly and crisply? And this one ticks every single box. It doesn't jar, you can hardly feel the gear changes at all. So what you should look out for on any car of any age is just any delays or thunks or clunks from underneath, but there's nothing at all. So in terms of the powertrain of the vehicle, all in very fine order. Sorry, I should have pointed out, looking at the dashboard here, absolutely no warning lights on the dashboard relating to the engine or any other part of the car, and the temperature gauge is running at a third, and it's been running for quite some time now, and that's exactly where it should be on a Honda vehicle. Steering of the car tracks absolutely bullet straight. There's no vibrations coming back through the steering wheel at all, and it feels tight, crisp, and exactly as it did when it's brand new. Can't detect anywhere in the steering at all. Same with the suspension. When it's going over the bumps, I'm listening out for sort of clonks or bangs, which is normally a little bit of kind of rubber bush wear on the suspension, but there's nothing on this. It rides very smoothly, very quietly. They're very controlled vehicles. They corner lovely and flat, so you get very little body roll in them, so passengers, especially ones in the back, kids, don't get sort of slots from side to side as they do in so many of its competitors. But the road test is here to sort of pick up on any issues. There's absolutely nothing in those at all. Brakes on the car have a lovely solid brake pedal. Part of the service included brand new front brake pads on the car. They were an advisory on the MOT, albeit they actually had quite a lot of wear left in them, but they have actually been changed. Whilst on that subject, the MOT also picked up on 3 of the tyres were close to the legal limit. Looks like one was changed out of sequence, maybe for a puncture, otherwise it had loads of tread left. But they've all been done now, so you've got 3 brand new tyres and 1 with loads left as well. So that's all been attended to. Looking around inside the vehicle, these are really nice cars to sit and drive. You've got a lovely high driving position, brilliant visibility, great view of the road, nice dashboard design, very simple in its design, but loads of spec and information coming through on the dashboard itself. The high-up sat-nav system on these EX models is a doddle to use. It's all touchscreen, but it just works really, really nicely. Access to the CD player behind, just press the button there, out she pops, you load your CDs in, press a button and then it goes again. But it's just the quality of the switchgear, which is always good on Hondas. It's all very well manufactured and feels like it's designed and built to last for a very long time. Heated seats work perfectly, air conditioning's been checked and it's got plenty of charge in it, and it works exactly as it should. And of course you've got dual zones, you can do side to side as well. Main instrument panel is a classic Honda dashboard, very simple and easy to use and take the information in, all working absolutely perfectly as well. Likewise, all the switchgear around the steering wheel, which feels like brand new in my hand, is all working exactly as intended to. So you've got top left here, you've got the radio controls, and then down below that on the left hand side you've got access to the hands-free telephone and voice activation system for the car as well. Top right, cruise control, which I've just shown working exactly as it should, and then on the bottom right you've got your information buttons down there as well for the dashboard itself. For those that don't know, just very briefly, obviously this is a 4-wheel drive car, but Honda worked out very quickly indeed that what's the point of having 4-wheel drive wearing away for 99% of the time when you don't need it? So it doesn't. It runs in 2-wheel drive pretty much the whole time. Only as and when it senses you need 4-wheel drive will it kick it in, and it's brilliant. It works fantastically well. There's no buttons to press or switches or anything like that. I tow a caravan with mine, and on soggy wet pitches on this time of year, I need 4-wheel drive, and it's amazingly effective. You just feel the front wheels momentarily start to spin, suddenly the rear wheels kick in as it does it automatically, and you just drive through. Fantastic in the way it operates, and brilliantly simple, so they're incredibly reliable. Also means you're not chewing up tyres, you're not using extra fuel, you're not putting mechanical wear through the car compared to kind of more basic permanent 4-wheel drive systems. But essentially the test drive is to show the car in operation and to pick up on any issues, of which there are none. If however I've missed something, don't hesitate, do give us a call and we'll happily answer any questions you might have.